All right. See, this device is versatile because I can also just play the background music from the same device. This is, guys, get a karaoke microphone. It's a good portable microphone to use for streaming because you can just use this to play music out of too. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, finally, with no filter. We're down to the last 10 minutes. Look at that, 10 minutes till midnight. Are we gonna count down to like uh, now that it's December 25th in Central European time? Down to the last 10 minutes. Okay. As we count down, let me just put out a little bit of a tangent here because this is a little bit, yay, but this is a little bit wherein I think people are still relatively a bit surprised about me, not just with me as a streamer, but people who also know me IRL. Because apparently people are surprised that I've really gone into karaoke recently. And I do think personally that it is something that I'm also realizing myself that I've really been doing more karaoke more recently than like if people know me from like 2 years ago. I guess it is pretty surprising that I've really gone to like bit like I would say a bit more confident in doing karaoke these days. And I think there's a few factors on that. That one thing that I want to also thank and kind of send appreciation to, um, because I think one of the reasons why I feel a lot more confident like doing karaoke's like singing, not just in public. Yeah, doing karaoke in public is a little bit of a more recent thing, especially just a few hours ago when our neighbors can probably hear me singing Japanese songs, like because we have a portable public address system. But that's, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I still feel about that. But me as a streamer, I think people expect that probably it's one of the things that I do, and probably being, I guess, it is one of the stereotypes as well of someone who is being Filipino. That there is that stereotype that Filipinos can be good singers. Well, I guess that's mostly the case. Like I definitely know a lot of people who have a very good voice, a very good singing voice. But at the same time, I do know a few folks who I would say it's good enough. And I think that's where I also land. Ryan's glow stick emotes soon. Yeah, that's actually gonna be pretty nice to have. Actually, that's one of the emotes that I've been planning to do sometime now. I guess on the topic of subs, I guess now that we have like how many subs now? I think 20, 25. Let me just check my dashboard for a bit here because I'm just staring at my page because I gifted earlier as well. Okay, 25 subs currently running. So I think that does give me like additional slots. I guess I could already mention this. And I guess this is gonna be an exclusive for those who are currently here, whether you're listening right now and as well as lurking. I actually, and I this is just coincidental. This was before, like all of this happened, like the hype trains now, and the gift subs that came to this channel. But because I actually still had like open emote slots, I actually did reach out to Lay or Lay's or Layzanya, who is the current artist who did most of my emotes, even from last year. So of course I reached out to her. I figured I had 3 emote slots available. I wanted to check with her if she was still available to commission, and luckily she agreed. So Layzanya, yes. So she is actually working on 3 more emotes that that I will be looking to add. And again, this is just a coincidence with now that we have a lot of people now subbed. We have 25 subscribers right now. So I guess once we are able to add those, we have more more subs to enjoy. And I feel like you guys are gonna like the 3 new emotes that Laser is currently cooking right now. So so just keep an eye out. I think I think we should have them up very soon. Um, Speaking of which, I also do have some animated emotes. But again, this was before we had more additional slots. So like, I think I have like two more tier one slots that opened up. So I guess we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to think as far as what other emotes. The glow stick one will be pretty good. Will be a pretty good addition. But I think that would be better because I also do have like two additional animated emote slots as well. So obviously the animated ones that I have right now is just the ones that I have existing, and Twitch has its like animation options. There are also like outside tools there as well. So we'll try to play around with that too. But yeah, glow stick is actually one of the things that I've been looking at for a while. And yeah, and with additional emotes as well, I do think I have someone in mind who I could commission for those additional emotes. Hint, hint. But I think I will need to think of something. Because I'm currently working with Laser as well with those three emotes. So let me just wrap up those, and then we'll try to think about what are the other what are the other things that I can add. So there's that. But yeah, just going back to the topic here. Wow, unintentional guerrilla just chatting stream too. I guess we should switch to just chatting. No, yeah, let's do that. I feel like yapping for a bit here because I feel like we're gonna go past like the top of the hour anyways, and that's gonna be like 12 a.m. now for Sana here. Oh, Zai! Yahoo! Good morning! Yeah, speaking of which, 7 a.m. Welcome in, Zai. I already finished singing for like the past 3 hours, but understandably I started at like 4 a.m. That is like very early for you anyway. So I'm just gonna switch to just chatting. Why not? This originally started as a test stream, guys. I am surprised that there's like a lot of you guys here for a test stream and for an audio only. But I think Wolf is kind of occupied right now, so let me just run the show solo. And yeah, also Merry Christmas, by the way, Zai, and Happy Holidays. Yeah, we're really having in the Christmas spirit today. It's really awesome. By the way, guys, go check out Zai. By the way, Zai, for a period of time, I think we met because you started playing Project Sakai for a bit. But luckily, you currently still play like a lot of other games, like Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, all of those types of games. Which it's always fun to drop by and just lurk in and see the stuff. Because honestly, Zai, I wouldn't be able to like play the games myself anyways. Most of the games there, I'll probably stick around because of the story. Genshin is one good example because that's how I pretty much followed along with the Fontaine arc. Like if I go that myself, I'm literally still stuck. I just finished Leeway. Like I still have to do Inazuma in a lot of chapters. I am so behind on Genshin myself, but it's because of streamers like Zai and a few other content creators and the people who upload stuff on YouTube that I am still able to keep up with the story. So, and Zai, this is also like if you still have Project Sakai, do log in at least every now and then, especially now that there's like login campaigns and third anniversary stuff going on. Now would be a best time. Also, of course, make sure to also update first because Sana and I, and when Sana was doing a collab with Spoonie yesterday, everyone was just having issues left and right after maintenance. Oh my goodness! Like, yeah, like everyone was like having issues. When you open the music shop, it crashes, and then
电量低，请充电。
oh, I think that means the battery is running out, which in that case, I can just switch over to my regular mic when that happens. Um, but I think we can still keep going here. Or actually, I could just plug in. Do I have a spare charging case? Here we go again. This exactly happened like during Mizu 5. No, not Mizu 5. NF5. But we were reading NF5. Tried to scramble for a charger. That's not some. Oh. Oh, it happened to you. Oh, Zai. Funny you should brought that up because that also happened to me earlier today. I had OBS open and Sana here just tried to sneakily do a sub and I was just surprised. Wait, why am I suddenly hearing my sub notification? While she was also streaming her thank you commissions. Which, by the way, Zai, now that I this is my favorite part where I introduce streamers to to a streamer friend to another streamer friend. Um, but yeah, Sana here is also a fellow Project Sekai streamer. Also a wonderful artist. The emotes that you're seeing in purple here, those are her emotes. So please do check Sana out if you can. Technically, I should do shoutouts too, but yeah, I saw you had I had a hype train. I had just a hype train as well today. I had a hype train today too. It's crazy. So that's two hype trains now that happened. One off stream and one this stream, which we haven't figured out who did the Anon gift subs. That still remains a mystery, by the way. And also Yuki, hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. You are now at 280th. Ooh, 20 more till we get 300. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, Jai, go check Sana out. Always a chill time. We're currently doing a donation drive for her as well. So, if you can, no pressure, but if you can also help spread the word, something along those lines as well. Currently we're raising vet funds. Actually, let me just go. Let me just go to Sana's channel for a bit and get the message. The command still works even when you're offline, right? No, I've done this before. I need some Sana, sometimes I go into the offline chat and to get the vet bills. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Miku. I already see it. How do I should be able to just copy and paste this. So let me just do a promo. Also, by the way, oh, there you go. Thank you, Miku. There it is. Oh, when I say Miku, by the way, that's 44222 right there. But a lot of us in Project Sekai probably know 44222 as Twitch Miku. So, but yeah, there you go. So we're currently supporting Sana by doing gift subs, subbing, or giving bits. Whenever your PayPal does come back up and running, Sana, do let us know, so that we can help also spread the word on that one. But yeah, it is for a vet fund for Yuki, Sana's cat, for the operation to get the teeth done. So that's also something that yeah, there we go, racing for the cat's tooth operation. Exactly. So that's gonna be the ad for today. I'm currently snoozing ads while we're doing this because I know we're already 3 minutes in. But yeah. Yeah, this is no worries, Sana. No worries, Sana. This is my way to help spread the word. And you know that I've Sensei as well. Like, I was also tuning into Sensei stream, so they were looking for people to raid. And because they they ran at like 3 a.m. It was already early morning, which is really a lot they're already going over. So like they were saying like they're the usual folks art they don't usually see people the live at around the time, and I was there and I said, can we rate to this person because they're live, they're doing art, everyone likes to do the art. So luckily they did consider what that one, so that's how that raid also came about. So yeah, behind the scenes, that's how I've been spreading the word. Just telling every other folks here. And, this year I want to hold back a little bit because I am formally gonna do a just chatting stream as just about everything that has happened this year. Because despite everything, because I know it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's in everything there's always ups and downs. But definitely a lot of the highlights really for me this year is just meeting everyone. All of the people that I've met through streaming, of course, majority of that is because, through Project Sekai. But also, I've met a few folks adjacent to that. And, just mainly through friends as well. I think one good example of that as well is yesterday when I did the Helldivers 2 collab. It was just my chance. That was just an open invitation. I haven't played Helldivers in a while actually, and I think Helldivers was one of the non-Sekai games that I last played before. I was forced to take a break, which yeah, that is also part of the thing that I want to talk about a little bit more, as far as what exactly happened as to why I was forced to take a break from streaming this year. So yeah, just a little bit of a teaser there. I haven't really exactly pinned down when exactly we're gonna do it. It's part of schedule planning, obviously, for next week. And obviously, it's a little bit difficult to navigate than usual. So sometimes we have streams like this, wherein turns out I managed to get some free time, some lull time. So that's why I was able to stream today. So yeah, and I'm glad that I really did. I really did. Um, stream today. This stream was fun for a test stream, guys. I know you guys saw probably the Twitch notification. I said this was gonna be a test stream, and now it just pretty much become like we're just doing our usual things here. Well, minus probably the gaming part, but we're here. We're here. Even though you can't see me on stream right now, and I sound definitely different today. But there you go. There you go. So yeah, I just love like cross promoting, introducing from one streamer friend to another streamer friend, because I know like even within just Project Sekai, we may recognize each other, but I don't think there has been a chance where we really had meet. Oh, 3 hours 9 minutes. Oh, that's a Sankey right there. Thank you. Miyu. I'm trying to find the emote. There we go. Oh, Zai, thank you. So let's go. We got ourselves an offline. Oh, there you go, Sana. We got ourselves an offline sub there. Again, like I mentioned, I love introducing one streamer to another. Sankey was deleted from my most used during this stream. Really? Oh, you wait. Sankyu is currently the 13th Twitch emote that I have here. There's a possibility this would come up, especially with so many people currently sub right now to your channel, Sana. Which 39, potentially more of those subs contributed to a certain someone who is probably lurking right now. And probably because they're busy that they can't chat right now. 39 plus and some, because I don't know how many of those anon subs probably was from Wolf. I would assume any of those would be Wolf itself. I'm trying to keep mentioning his name because probably he may manifest himself, but I think, understandably, holidays, it is Christmas, it is supposed to be Wolf's day off today. So I think he just dropped in here just to drop the 5 subs, and then suddenly we got the hype train and everything else. And that's also when I decided to also drop. So, you know what? When Wolf does it, I may sometimes follow suit, and that's how. That's also part of the reason why Sana I have like 20 subs contributed as well to you, and then probably sub. Um, But Wolf is the true pack leader. Indeed, indeed. You gotta love everything is new. And by the way, um, Wolf and I actually, well, Wolf mostly. I think most of it has been really an initiative of Wolf. Um, Wherein, it's the holiday season. We've been supporting streamers, really all around. Of course, Sana, and there's one other streamer that I do want to mention, which is Fran Adaria. Um, that she is the other one that I think Wolf and I have also contributed a lot. Mainly because that she is also doing a donation drive, and I think this is a good time to also mention it. Um, Maybe I can do a shout out. The stream and events run. There, yeah. There we go. Is it this one? Yes, there we go. So let me just do the stream element shout out. Because let me also grab her info for the donation. Ooh. Hey, look at that. The top gift sub on her channel is also 39. Thank you. But let me just grab. There we go. Let me grab her donation info as well. So there we go. So Fran has a kind of a little bit of a different situation. So basically for Fran specifically, we've been contributing to her donathon, just to help her overcome her most of the personal debt due to medical expenses. Um, she had mentioned this in like one stream a couple of weeks back. Um, which we did discuss. She did reveal some very heavy stuff. I think the very gist of it you can find in the Go Get Funding, and that's where we're mainly doing the donations. I think she is extending her donathon a little bit, um, but a different kind of circumstances. One thing that I really do appreciate about Fran specifically is that, despite her situation, like, she is disabled, by the way, which means that she cannot literally legally can get a formal, typical work here in the Philippines. So she kind of does have to jump through a couple of bit of hoops, really. So she's able to still do some jobs. Like, she's an amazing voice actor, by the way. She is a professional voice actor by profession. And for those of you who are listening in from the Philippines, you may have possibly heard her voice in a few projects, like in GMA7 in particular. She has contributed some dubs there. More recently, she has contributed her voice in some indie games, which I'm trying to remember at the top of my head. I'm sorry, Fran. I can't. I don't have it like on hand right now. But those are the other things. So yeah, the main things that you can provide support: Streamlabs, Go Get Funding. For those who are based in the Philippines, she does also kind of accept Gcash as well. Which if that is the best route for you, we can also help facilitate that as well. So going back to our contributions, Wolf and I did make a significant contribution. And I think I did by accident name drop you, Wolf, in one of those donations. I'm sorry. Again, I don't know if you're listening now, right now, but yeah. I forgot. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I name dropped you, but I guess the message still makes sense anyways. Um so yeah, I just love helping out. I think that's really have been the drive right now. There was also one other instance wherein we okay, so this one Wolf and I didn't start. We just jumped in. So there's another streamer. I'm just talking about all of the streamers that I like. So this one, oh, I have to make sure I spell her name correctly. This is like similar to how people sometimes miss shout out incorrectly. Let me make sure I spelled this correctly. So there's another streamer that that I like to drop in every once in a while. So this is an interesting story. I first we first met because she was streaming Project Diva at the time, and I was looking for someone who specifically to raid into for Project Diva. So that's how we basically met on Twitch. So this is Mia. So okay, it's spelled correctly. There we go. So to Mia on Twitch. So I did drop by her Infinity Nikki stream a couple of days back as well. So the story behind this, it's just funny. Um, and this is something that does happen in VTuber streams every now and then. When people, when people mention like in Mia's case specifically, she just mentioned that you know, I think it was something along the lines. Don't exactly don't quote me on this, but I think it was along the lines, and this is happening while I was lurking just on her streams. Well, I did chat for a little bit beforehand, but we continued to lurk. And then I think she mentioned along the lines about the chair probably not being comfortable. She's looking to get a better chair soon. So there was someone in her chat that started like gifting 5 subs and started like the chair fund. So obviously, you know what happened next. Wolf jumped in on that one. Because sometimes Wolf and I do watch the same streamers together. So Wolf jumped in. Of course, you guys know Wolf sometimes. So we jumped in with the 5 subs, and you know what? Just for fun, I also dropped in because I like supporting, whether that it was for the chair fund or not. We dropped in, and I think we did trigger a hype trade too. Um, so yeah, so me, is currently a variety streamer, but she's insanely good at Project Diva. One of the best people probably who are skilled in Project Diva. So whenever she does stream it, that may be the best time to watch her. But currently, she's been doing a more towards variety streams. Infinity Nikki was the most recent one. Sensei was also playing Infinity Nikki when I raided into Sensei one time, and that's how I got convinced to start playing the game. I haven't really fully started the game yet, but I do have it installed on my phone. So I do want to check Infinity Nikki out. So shout out Wolf, yeah. This one, let me do the Twitch shout out. At least. I agree. And then imagine Wolf getting surprised again. This is the end person who's shouting me out. It doesn't start the stream yet. So yeah. We need to give the shout out to Lord Chill Wolf, guys. Wolf is, of course, as you guys know, has been my moderator ever since I started this round. But Wolf has been a personal friend as well. Like, God knows how long already. But I think we did met because of our shared interest in Vocaloid and all of that. Project Diva as well. But yeah, when I asked if he was willing to be a moderator, no questions asked. Well, what are you gonna stream? I think I will stream with Project Diva, and yeah, that was my first stream, which that was like a couple of days ago. I was supposed to play that, but then I got invited to a Helldivers 2 stream, so that's what happened. But yeah, yeah, cool. All right, let me just drop by, watch over, and if something goes crazy, I can take care of that while you take care of what you need to do in case something happens. Luckily, um, you know, we really had to do anything drastic, really. And of course, we have like bots like Seribot, who has been doing a good job, like just sniping any bot message that comes to the stream. And I could highly recommend Seribot a lot as well. So yeah, if I type in good bot, Seribot does respond. we, we love the good bots and bots who snipe bots who do the bad stuff. All right, Sai. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, I didn't realize that I would go on full just chatting today, but yay! Merry Christmas, by the way, still. And yeah, happy holidays. It is December 25th now. I guess for half of the world, it is now December 25th, and I guess what's coming up is now like the Americas. Really, they're the next in line to get the Christmas holidays here. Either way, um, I really haven't gotten to the topic that I really wanted to talk about in the first place. I think we just went on and just talking all of some of the people that all of you guys should also be checking out, and I do love it. I think that was a good time to really talk about all of the other people that we want to check out and support. So Zai, thank you for supporting Sana, and for everyone here, please also do check out all of the other streamers that I mentioned so far, because they're also worth checking out. Fran, by the way, has played Project Sekai for a couple of times. Some of you guys may have also joined their co-op streams, by the way. But she hasn't really picked up in a while as well, because you know she's also a variety streamer. And then she did stop streaming also right around the same time that I did too. Just that I started streaming again a little bit earlier. But I guess I'm glad that both of us have started streaming on a regular basis too. And that's one thing that I do want to like at least dedicate a little bit. Like even, which I will talk more again in the formal just chatting stream. But I really felt bad about not streaming at all. There were definitely times that I wanted to do, so that's why I was able to like pop in at certain times, like between May and like I started streaming regularly again in October. But in between those, I really tried my best to find time. But I think I really had to prioritize like managing time really. So I think that's one skill that I've learned this year. I think I have a better hand in time management, which does mean that will help me manage my streams better. And that's one of the reasons why I do the way like how most most VTubers do it, like doing the stream schedule. Oh, Aeon, hello. Hey, Aeon. Welcome in. Just in time for me to just yap more about some of the behind the scenes stuff. As audio only. Actually, we are really done with Christmas karaoke. That is, I guess, how do we call this? How do we call this stream now? Shall we call it like the random yapping? Yeah. Actually, people call it free talk. You know what people call it, free talk. So let me just switch it over to Christmas free talk time, because this wasn't part of the schedule. And also Aeon, Merry Christmas as well. Thank you for dropping by. So yeah, I just realized like we finished karaoke 30 minutes ago. So I think it would be a good idea to just switch over to random Christmas free talk now. Again, featuring the Rans logo and some audio waves behind it. Because this is supposed to be a test stream. That's why I wanted to just do audio only. Also, Koro, hello! Merry Christmas as well. Welcome, welcome in. I guess we're all celebrating and spending Christmas today here. Again, this stream was only intended to be a test stream for me to pass the time. For those who are just hopping in here. But yeah, I think because we are in that moment we're still just, I guess, passing the time. And I think it was a good idea to do the audio only anyways, of all of the days today, because like Sana earlier. Sana, I really appreciate you for still trying to listen to the stream while you were out and about, probably. So there's that. Oh yeah, and Miku, you're still in the Eve. Yep, you are up next in crossing over the Christmas Eve. I don't think I would be yapping for that long to be able to cross it over. I think by that time, when Christmas Day already arrives for you, I'm already again spending with family, the broader family, which I am not 100% looking forward to, but it is what it is. Sometimes you do have to like meet the family for the rest of the year. Technically, Christmas starts in half an hour for me now. Let's go. Okay, we're extending for another hour because I feel like I have more topics to talk about. Really, again, Christmas free talk. Let's just do Christmas free talk. We can yap about stuff here, but again, we're getting derailed because I need to go back to the main thing that I wanted to talk about in the first place after we done karaoke. One more. Yes. Okay. Here we go. By the way, guys, now that most of you guys are also here, Sana is trying to grind Ren's heart as being the top used emote, apparently in my chat stats. And currently, it is the top Twitch emote. It is starting to go up once again here. 3,000. Actually, I can refresh this now. Now would be a good time to like share the screen here. Oh my god, it's now almost 5,000 as the top emote. You guys have beat Ren's EP. Is Ren's heart gonna be the top emote for 2025 now on my channel? Oh my god. And then ruin the combo with the Sana heart emote. I'm sorry if Stream Elements is scolding you guys for breaking the combo, but at the same time it does tell you like how many times you guys used that in a combo. So it is a good thing to also see. And I'm sorry if you can't spare as much. Sana and Miku here have VIP powers, so they aren't rate limited, so to speak. Unlike if, because I know that's something that, VIP and mods have a privilege. And Wolf hasn't really abused his. But I guess that's the reason why he's known as the lurking mod. Because, like, really guys, like, for the most part, like for the first half really of my streams, nothing really much of interest. Well, Wolf will pop in like a couple of times in a battle with Ottoman. Exactly, that's what I was talking about. That exactly was I was talking about. All right, Ranzard, it is now from. Oh my god, it was 5,000 earlier. It is now 8,000. And that's because that's like 11. That's 1,000 times. Yeah. See? I think because both of us use Stream Elements, you guys feel at home with like doing the metrics and stuff because we kind of use the same stuff just to manage the time messages. But maybe I use a little bit more bots. A bit like, what are the other bots that I have here? Of course, Bot mainly does the moderation. That's why I turned off the moderation stuff because honestly, it doesn't do a good job of doing that. So that's why I brought Bot on, like to handle those stuff. What else? What else do we have as bots? Caster Labs pretty much runs most of the widgets, like the chat widget. So there's that. Kofi Stream bot, yeah, because I have Kofi set up as one of my donations. Initially, I only had Gank, uh, but I don't know how popular, how successful Gank still is, but Gank pretty much pushed it to creators here in Southeast Asia. So that's what I started with. Um, but yeah, Ko-Fi is there's just a secondary option. Both of them are kind of linked to PayPal, to my PayPal, anyways. Let's see. People Stream Bot, yeah, that's there that runs the TTS, which I've run out. So I do need to kind of work on that behind the scenes. And yeah, there's Bot. Wolf is there streaming. So yeah, that's a little bit of the behind the scenes stuff there, essentially. But yeah, going again, we got derailed again. Finally, just going to the main topic that I do want to mention is about karaoke. I guess I already mentioned this a little bit, but yeah, a little bit of context since we had new folks who did join already. People probably didn't see me as someone who would be doing karaoke a lot, not just in streams, but also, well, even in streams too. But I guess at this rate, going into next year, I will probably start to schedule formally karaoke streams at least once a month. I think that's gonna be the plan. To do karaoke at least once a month. The power of multiple people with common goal. Increase total use by 60% exactly. I don't know. I guess even with the new emotes, because for those who just joined, I did mention earlier that I am currently having Leza, who is currently the artist of for majority of my emotes. She did agree to also do 3 more because I originally had 3 open slots still, and then suddenly I got hit with the hype train, not once but now twice. So I think at this point I have now more additional emote slots, which I already have someone in mind. Again, hint on who to commission for those 2 additional slots that has opened as a result of those subs as well. Um, but yeah, um, what I was talking about karaoke? Oh yeah. So yeah, I guess once a month, I will schedule a karaoke stream, as Sana broadcasted earlier. Now, one of those probably will be a VR chat one because it's fun. It's a fun one to do. Um, so that's currently in the plans. Welcome back, Zai. Holy moly, I came. Yep. Zai. This is expected. I guess this is gonna be expected. Even on my chat now, I think I always feel like people should be comfortable just chatting with emotes only on my streams. Um, I guess it's one step from lurking, which lurking as well I highly appreciate. So shout out to all of my lurkers who are here just to be here, and understandably if you're also busy to not be able to chat, that's fine. I do appreciate all our lurkers as well. But if you can and probably don't know what to say, because I tend to do that as well, so I can relate. Like for the most part, I do lurk a lot too, in a lot of uh, on a lot. But I guess doing the emotes is the next best step if you don't exactly know what to say. So for me, that's perfectly fine, especially with the emotes that I do have. So it's kind of like your way to like react as well. Like, the GP, I think is self-explanatory. The pray emotes, whether that's the standard version or the intense version of the pray emote, self-explanatory. And this is the way how I planned what my initial emotes would be, because I wanted to think of it as someone that could use it for like specific moments, like even in Sekai, with Sekai in mind as well. The praise, of course, for the gotcha. That's what I was thinking about it. The wave, I I think I did move it back to follower emotes. So people should now also be able to use the wave. The salute. This was before Helldivers 2 came out, but I guess it did came pretty handy. Salute is kind of like, the salute rain is kind of like my interpretation of crying, as well. So if ever that you see me use the salute rain, that's pretty much me expressing like the crying as well. So so that's how I pretty much designed, the emotes on my way. But obviously, different streamers have different preferences as well. So whenever you do, please don't forget to always double check. And that's what I do appreciate about this community as well. Especially when we do go into collabs like and stuff. Understandably, thank you for being respectful. That's also part of the reason why I was hesitant in doing collabs for a bit. Because well, I guess will open this up in a more formal just chatting streams and setting, but it is something that I had addressed previously. I don't think it's necessary to open it up right now, but more or less I just want to focus more on Nadao, which, yeah, you guys have been awesome now, and we just want to keep it that way. In that way, that allows me to be a lot more comfortable, like doing collabs, like initiating collabs is one thing that I do want to push more for next year. Right now, the only reason why I had 3 collabs this week is couple of those was because I was invited to do the collabs. Like the Helldivers one, of course, Spartan Paul is someone that I've played Helldivers 2 with before. So that's the reason why. And I'm not sure if a lot of you guys were there when I did that first collab. So there's that. The one for later today with Akira Sakuchi, of course. I just kind of, I guess in a way, I kind of invited myself because again, this was happening while they were planning the schedule for the week, and I kind of like that aspect too, like planning your streams with your community. That's a good idea, and again, this is what I like about just hanging out in a lot of other streamer communities. You kind of learn a lot of things, and just how people do their thing. That's why one of my favorite emotes to use is just taking notes, because that's literally me. I am just literally taking notes. Oh, I like the Tema one specifically. So that's why I sub to Tema. And I guess some of you guys may know Tema Town. Tema does now do the emotes for the more popular VTubers. But but we have had but I have had encounters with Tema before as well. So uh, so so that's how I really know Tema as well. But yeah, the notes. That's me taking just notes and how people do things, and some of them are really creative. It's really cool. Also, by the way, there was a Hololive lo-fi that got inserted with the study with Miku One. I don't know why. Well, I guess I can. No, I kind of know why, because yeah, I think my YouTube algorithm notes me as someone who likes a lot of Vocaloid Miku music, but also a significant amount of Hololive as well. So that's understandable. Like when I did the study with Miku Mix here, they kind of
My mini gift for you for this festive season.
Yay! Thank you, Zai. Thank you, Zai, for the bit. Definitely the mini gift for this festive season. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And it's really rare for me to hear that alert. So I gotta got back here for the second. Wait, what? Which one was it for this alert again? Which? Okay, Zai. Thank you so much. Thank you again for stopping by again. And again, if you do have Christmas plans, you need to go about, best of luck with them. I don't know what's the weather like in your area right now, but like here in the Philippines, well, in mine specifically, it's been raining hard a lot. I think I mentioned this in when Sana was live like earlier today, that I got one of those emergency alerts. We were under an orange rainfall warning. I think so far, The rain has finally did subside, thankfully. But all throughout Christmas Eve here, it has been raining. 4 more months. Yes. Has it already been 8 months since we first met, guy? That's crazy. That's crazy. Uh, and again, again, it's funny that we did met through Sekai. I think this applies. This applies to all of the streamer folks who are here. Majority of you guys, I met everyone through Sekai, exception to Mia because I met her through Project Diva specifically. And I think Caravolt is one because I met Caravolt during a time where he's streaming. He was switching between Project Sekai and Project Diva. And then I learned that he's also like a big Vocaloid fan and does a lot of Vocaloid karaoke. You guys should also check Caravolt. Okay, time for me to shout out more streamers. Let's go. And probably you guys seen Caravolt as well. Chat as well. Is it Caravolt 27? Sorry. I do want to double check and make sure. You guys should also check out Caravolt 27. Yes, I did guess his correct handle. There you go. So go check Caravolt. Has been a long. It was also fun. When I met him for the first time because that was the stream that he was doing. He was switching between Project Sekai and Project Evo, which either way, two games that I really wanted to to play anyways. So and apparently, because at the time, I think he also checked my profile, and I did say there that I was like a huge fan of Vocaloid, Otaru, all of the vocal synth adjacent stuff. So yeah, instant friends right there. The power of Vocaloid Hatsune Miku right there. So that's the story there. I guess now I should mention yeah, I think I did go about as far as how I met most of the streamers. Among all of them, Fran really probably is the longest one because I've known Fran even prior to streaming. Like um Fran and I first met through a through a Facebook fan group on Vocaloid. So that's way back. So Fran is one of those online friends where we kind of kept tabs when the Facebook group wasn't that active anymore, and then we kind of reconnected because through streaming. And Fran, I think, has been streaming for quite some time already. And when I first learned that she was doing that, I hopped on, and then I started streaming myself. So that's the story right there as well. So I guess I should also mention how I've gone to know Fran mainly. And Fran has been really one of my early supporters. Like I think she was the one that gave me like a little bit of that bump because she followed me at like I was like 10 followers or something. Which this does bring me like when Sana also checked the follow age, which is 11 months. Because yeah, I did mention this on your Discord, Sana, last time that you first chatted into my channel when I had exactly 39 followers. Which I don't know how it gets crazy from there. Like literally, you are our cult leader of the cult Sankyu. You first appeared on my stream when I had Sankyu followers. That's how powerful the Sankyu is in our cult leader, guys. It's just crazy. It's amazing with the time. And I think right now, like if I do check my follower account, like how who is currently the the first follower, second follower, and so on. Um, Sana is actually now my 39th follower officially, which means there were probably two who did unfollow and probably refollowed. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't really keep track followers as much, but when we were on that topic, like when we were talking about like the follower, like who was the first follower and all of that on your stream, that's when I was also checking mine as well. But yeah, I think that was the most amazing one. So I had to share that like in the Sankey Spam channel. Um because literally I had when of course having the capability to go back to the first message, I can just go back to my archives, which that does remind me. Oh, I still need to upload all of the backlogs of those streams. But I think I have already uploaded all of my December streams from last year. So there's already progress there. I have still yet to upload like my January ones because yeah, that was the time where I started to realize I think Project Sekai is gonna be my go-to game with this stream. A lot of you guys seem to like Project Sekai. This wasn't even in the initial plan at all. Like literally, like when I first started streaming, I don't know like what are the things that I'm gonna do. Probably yeah, Project Diva is gonna be there because I do like that game a lot. At that time, I was already playing Project Sekai a bit, but didn't go with that by default with streaming in mind because it was a mobile game. So, like, I have to also figure out how to stream a mobile game. So, again, that's when I checked with Fran and see how she does the Project Sekai stream. So she uses this. So it was paid, so like I do have to shell out a little bit. It wasn't that much, but that's how I initially did all of those streams, which by the way, I was streaming that from my flip phone. So there has been moments wherein you see intense gameplay and suddenly the phone started to fold. So that's why I had to figure out how I need like a phone that doesn't fold to continue playing this. So that's why for a time like I had to use like a second-hand phone until like in March, ironically during my birthday, I finally did go with a tablet. So that was the idea there. That was the idea there essentially. So yeah. Spider-Man and Spidey senses Sana has the Sana sense, the Sankyu sense, real. Yep. I think that is now the lore there behind that. When there is Sankyu, Sana is there. But yeah. Okay, what else? What else do we have to talk about? I think we still have like about how many more minutes here? 12 minutes. Yeah, 12 more minutes before it's finally Christmas Day for Aeon. Um okay. So I guess going back to the main topic about karaoke, I think I haven't mentioned like what really prompted me to be able to really be more confident in karaoke. There is one particular experience in that I do want to mention. And I think one of the main contributors as far as what helped me become really comfortable with karaoke is because of a Discord community for another VTuber who currently is no longer active, sadly, has graduated uh like 4 years ago now. No, 3 years ago. So so this particular VTuber is no longer active. And of course along with that, the Discord is no longer there. Although it has actually reincarnated in some form. Although I haven't dropped in a long time as well because uh, uh, a lot of things have changed, since then. And I think I wasn't really that active in that community in the first place. I was more active in the streams itself. And yeah, and I guess this traces back, like, as someone who is already 7 years already here in Twitch. I was like one of those people, like Wolf. Although I guess not in this case, like wherein you drop like 39 subs, Wolf. If you're still here, I know you're here. I don't know if you're actively listening right now again, but yeah, every now and then I would drop gift subs. If they're on YouTube, I would also do the super chats. I think the highest that I've ever gone really was just like the pink one. I never done the Akasupa. Uh, even with the pricing adjustments, like the price localization, the Akasupa is still too high. I can't really go that high. Back then. Um, because that was years ago. Of course, my situation has changed slightly, a little bit, konti lang. Uh, you know, to where, well, I am not like certain people, which I won't name drop because we're now currently mutuals on Twitter. um, but um, I'm always amazed by those people. Like, do they have like disposable income to be able to just drop like Akasupas, $500 donations, and all of that? Um, but I know it's their way of like supporting their Oshis. And of course I was one of them. I considered this VTuber as my Oshi as well. Um, I'm surprised how low that is. One. Well, then again, like, let's consider this. Of course, I think it hasn't really been a while since really I really interacted a lot with you guys, like in Sano's community. Um, and I think that's really become the case because I've been able to kind of somewhat lurk and chat a little bit more during Sano's streaming times. Which, yes, Sana usually streams at the times wherein um, I'm currently in the middle of work. So it's usually like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. for me. So sometimes, like, if ever, by any chance that Sana has a co-op going on, it may be during a time wherein I may be having like a lunch break, or it's just a long lull period at work as well. So that's how I've been able to jump in. And I guess that's the how the crossing of streams have started to happen. Like, I for the most part, okay, like, going into how people have pretty much discovered me, really, I guess early on, at least in Project Sekai specifically, most of that I can attribute it to Guthi. Really, because I think Guthi, um, I think there was a point in time. Guthi probably mentioned this as well. Like when she was checking the Twitch metrics, I'm trying to remember what exact metric was it, but like the number, I think it was the one where the number of viewers shared, and apparently like it was like 98% or something. It showed me, and on my end, yeah, 98% of viewers. Go TDL, of course. We should shout out Guti. Give me one sec. At least this one I know how to spell. um, but I think everyone here knows Guti anyways. But worthwhile to shout out. Recently streamed Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage, obviously. Um, but obviously we're looking forward to her streaming again sometime in January. Fingers crossed. Um, but yeah, Guti pretty much was probably the one. Um, was the one of the earliest supporters as well, as a fellow Project Sekai streamer. Of course, Sana has been there too. Don't get me wrong, like 11 months, already approaching almost 1 year as well. Um, and then here we are. Fast forward now here. We've been we've gave birth to the cult, Sankyu, and honestly, it's been an enjoyable time when, yeah, because here's the tendency when it comes to the holiday season. There's this thing called like holiday blues, which I think most of you guys may probably be familiar with it. It's usually around this time when it's supposed to be like a happy season, but understandably there's gonna be people who may feel the opposite of that. Understandably because stress of the things related to said holiday celebrations and all of that preparations, the traffic. Raising my hand specifically for the traffic part because I have experienced that firsthand. Apparently, yes, 14 to 16 bus trip was already slightly longer than what is the usual, but more recently in the news, that bus trip that I also took, that that has lasted now to like more than 24 hours at some point. The situation has actually worsened since the last since my last uh since I did that bus trip. So ironically it may make more sense to still take the plane even when trying to navigate the crowds. It's crazy. The travel situation is crazy. As always it is like during the holiday season. But that's what I'm saying. And I think one of the things that did help in just keeping away um from going into that part of the holiday blues is just streaming, interacting with a lot of you guys who are here right now. So I can't really say enough how I really appreciated and being in everyone's company, especially all throughout the year. Um, Minus, of course, probably the 2 years where um, I went radio silent. Again, I still feel a little bit bad about that because during those times I never like opened up Twitch and all. I even logged into Sekai during those times. But yeah, I'm glad. I'll just say that I'm glad that I was able to overcome it at the very least. Um, and I managed to come back to streaming at least. Um, and yeah, met a lot of new folks along the way now. And of course, reconnected with some of the folks I met from last time. And I hope that continues to be the same. Like, just going into 2023, I guess we can just call this free talk like a preview of the more formal one that I'll be doing sometime before the year ends. So again, stay tuned, stay tuned. We're just fixing some of the more difficult logistical aspects of trying to schedule the stream. And that's the reason why I forgot I didn't mention this earlier, but the reason why I do my weekly schedules, and I'm sure this is the case for for other VTubers as well. Um, but I do think one of the reasons why we do it is it's our way to hold ourselves accountable to be able to stream regularly, and that's why I do mine. Like even when I was like not streaming regularly, if I feel like I do want to stream and I want to push myself to stream, I need to create a schedule. So that's why I have like the pub mats and all of the templates just ready here. And everyone does it their own way. Like a lot of people do it in Photoshops, in Photopea, which is the free equivalent. I do it in Canva because I already use Canva for work. So I think it's just a matter of me just using the same tools that I do. Canva has been a blessing, man. um, it has saved me a lot of effort because back then, like my earlier streamer graphics, I used to do them in PowerPoint, and that's how I've done my graphics before I was introduced. Even before Canva was a thing, I used to do them all in PowerPoint because I would consider myself like pretty good in navigating through that, not just in doing the presentation design and preparing the presentation itself. I guess that's one skill that translated well now into my current line of work because we do a lot of slides. and and my previous manager did lean on me a lot in I have this presentation, can you make it more prettier? uh, God, I miss that boss. A lot of things have happened at work too, which is crazy. But yeah. All right. And just like that, it is now Merry Christmas, just in time. I was just looking the clock here, and look at that. It is now December 25th for Aeon. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. And it is now 8 a.m. too. I have been streaming for 4 hours, yes. I did start stream on the dot. That was also unintentional too. Like, I was just setting up for the test stream, and then suddenly there it is. Just so happened I started at exactly 4 a.m. All right. I do need to start wrapping up actually, because family is now awake, so we maybe start to prepare to like move out. So that means I'm still yeah, we need okay, yeah, we do need to start preparing for meeting the rest of the family in eating again. Oh my god. Yeah. I really love this. The unintentional random guerrilla karaoke, that in itself was fun, but surprisingly, I guess this is the theme for this stream. Surprisingly, I enjoyed our unplanned free talk. And I guess you can just expect that I should definitely do more of this audio only streams, I guess. Um, I think typically this is something like you do on Twitter, on X, because I know that's like a feature there where you can do spaces and all of that. So that's interesting. Now the question is, this was supposed to be a test stream in the first place. Should I be raiding into someone? Is there anyone that I am able to raid today? Because it is December. I guess there is, because it's already Christmas. People might still do Christmas streams today. But is there anyone that I can go to currently? Let me see. I'm currently checking the raid screen if there's anyone that we can send to and say, actually Zai just started streaming. Yeah. What am I saying? I just saw his go live. I may have raided to him earlier, but since he was here earlier, gotta say, stay true to it. Early morning stream. You look at that. Zaiden Daiki VT is currently streaming Genshin Impact. See? I was right. You know what? Let's just continue the holiday celebration. He's doing Genshin right now. I'm gonna send you guys over there. I don't have an ending screen here, so I will just continue to talk as I'm able to start raiding. Goody, thank you so much for the hydrate. I actually do need to do that. So, Guerrilla Christmas raid. Okay, yes, let's go with that raid message. Since a lot of you guys here have subs, yes, go with that emote too. I love it. I will do one last drink because Goody for the so redeemed it. So I will take that drink, and yeah. Oh, you got the gift sub from Wolf. That's crazy. Also, Goody, I'm not sure if you were here earlier, but I was also talking about you earlier too. So I don't know if you did hear what I just mentioned. Thank you. I guess this stream is really just more of just saying thank you so far to everyone. It has been a great year. I will talk more a bit more in depth about it next week, I think. We'll try to figure out the logistics, and I think I will share more to the relevant to what I need. Oh, you didn't? Well, very short version in the next 10 seconds here. Thank you so much, Guti, for being part of the earlier part. Being a supportive Project Sekai streamer as well. Okay. We're about to raid out to Zai. Bye, everyone.